Hi, this is Ray with another training talk, and today we're going to be covering recovery nutrition. This is specifically about what you should be taking in your body immediately following exercise in order to get prepared for your next workout as soon as possible. So the goals of recovery nutrition is replace your muscle glycogen, all the energy that you burned while running. Secondary is to reduce secondary muscle damage and prevent illness. After you finish exercising, you're going to experience secondary muscle damage. Your muscles are still going to begin to break down even once you stop running or cycling or lifting. And the goal is to stop that as soon as possible by eating carbs and protein as soon as possible. With that, another goal is to rebuild the damage, the muscle proteins that were damaged while exercising, and also to replenish muscle fat stores. I put for rehydration, I'm going to cover that in a separate video, just so I hit it without missing anything. Oops. Carbs. Here are my recommendations for what you should be eating directly after exercise. 10 to 20% of your daily carbs within an hour of exercise. So I'm talking as soon as you finish exercising, often even before the cool down, you might take a gel and before you do your 2 or 3 mile cool down. One of the best athletes I've ever met would take a gel before doing the cool down and would recover faster than all the other athletes on our team. And when you do it within that window of 1 hour, the glycogen synthesis is twice as effective within that window. And it is, if you were to eat that same amount of carbs, the amount of muscle synthesis 3 hours later would be half of what it was if you just did it in that hour. I think that makes sense. And then to continue this, have like a carbohydrate rich snack every half hour for about 4 to 5 hours after to keep up that glycogen synthesis. Protein. For every 3 to 6 grams of carbs, consume 1 gram of protein. I use the Garden of Life organic protein powder. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but the pea protein powder is something I believe in. It's a lot cleaner and it's approved by the National Sanitation Foundation and is approved by like World Athletics and the World Anti-Doping Association. So, and it tastes good. Highly recommend it. And usually I'd have a protein shake before even driving from where I worked out back to home. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay, and the last but not least, discuss macronutrient is fat. You should probably have as little fat as possible within that first hour because it will inhibit and slow down how much of the carbs and protein are digested, and you're trying to get those in your system as fast as possible. So as long as you're having a substantial amount of fat in your diet anyway, you don't really need to focus on that right away. And in a recent study, they found that cyclists who ate 24% fat as a percentage of their diet failed to replenish their muscle fat stores within 48 hours. But those who consumed a bit more at 39% did regain the pre-workout levels of muscle fat within this time period. I hope this was helpful and can give you some easy to follow guidelines for what to eat as soon as you finish exercising. And I'm going to cover hydration in another video. Hopefully this was helpful.